So my children were quiet, and then all of a sudden, I get on this trying to film, and they make a decision to be all loud. So I'm going to wear some. I should have done this before. My bad. Okay, let's get into it. Long awaited. First of all, I was in Vancouver, so I could not re-upload a video. And I also wanted to do the unboxing. Okay, so I got my box and first box one, and it came from Michigan, so that's why I started to open the box before. And okay, and usually I didn't know where I ordered anything that would be coming from Michigan, and so I was kind of surprised to see that. But lo and behold, we know what it is. We know what it is. I miss book reading. Okay, so here we are. It is Cowboy Carter. Okay. Oh, I saved my boxes. So sorry. I'm gonna save that box. Oh, I appreciate the packaging here with all this protective stuff. And I really, my children took my focus. Anyway, so let's do the unboxing here. Since you unboxing is in high demand, here we are. I want to be with you, share this moment with you, with my review, all of that jazz. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Hmm. Now, there's several different shirts that you could pick. So I picked, okay, so this is what this looks like inside. Okay. So I picked this one is the front, and then Act Two Cowboy Carter. Um, yeah. So that is the shirt that goes inside. And then let's open up to see. Is it supposed to be that? Oh no, it's not. Okay. It's a limited edition CD. Mm-hmm. I don't know how to get inside this. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Oh, here we go. And I need to go faster. People, y'all told me that I need to go faster. I'm too slow. Sorry. Okay, so let's go in. Don't you miss the day where they put the plastic on the top? So, oh, there's nothing back there. Oh, so she has the blades on. Hmm. And then so she has Beyonce with the I for the family name. Interestingly enough, Executive produced by Beyonce Carter. It looks like you need to go. I'm gonna hold this up for you. So then maybe if you want to go to the website, then you can do that. Hold it up. Hopefully that does it for you. Okay. And then this is it. Very, very simple. I mean, simplicity is key. Um, I feel like with the first Renaissance, we received a lot more visual um, than this. So, take it for what you will. No, nothing is worse or better. I'm just explaining that the first one, a lot more visual. Oh, this seems a little rushed. The box is matte versus the other one, the shiny. Take that for what you will. Okay, and here we are. Oh, this also came from Michigan. I wonder what happened to my California one, the California location that was spinning everything out. I know there's been some complaints about the vinyl, first of all. I do not listen to vinyls. It is literally declaratory. But some people, I guess, do listen to vinyls and have complained that all the tracks are not there. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. So here we are. I know the ring camera is kind of big. Okay, and then this is the back. Let's open this. Here we are. Hopefully, we get a little bit more. Okay, here we go. Beyonce. And we have this. I'll hold it up so that you can. Okay, where's my booklet? Oh, okay, so this is what it comes out looking like. Oh, here we go. Hmm. Okay, I'll put this here. Oh, and it's the same thing on this side. Also, there really is no booklet. It's kind of a bummer. They don't have a booklet on most posters. I mean, am I disappointed? No, I don't. I mean, no, I'm not disappointed per se. My gosh, everything is falling to pieces over here. But then let's go to this website because I mean, I'm trying to figure out. I feel like we're getting less of a visual than before. No booklet, no nothing. That's kind of depressing. I mean, I'm coming, also, y'all, I come from the era that the booklet is everything. So let's go here. Um, this takes you to the Beyonce website. Oh, 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 that's so nice. She already has pictures of the her iHeart stuff. She has a lot of yeah, she has a lot of pictures from the different places that she's been recently. So that's kind of cool. And her Japan stop at Tower Records. Okay. Um, so now let's get into the album. We're done with the unboxing. And I'm making a mess behind the scenes. So the unboxing is done. Initial reaction is I liked it. And the album feels like a circle, how the beginning and the end stop and start exactly. So it feels like another symbolism of of road, the cowboy culture of with the rope and also, you know, kind of like how they ride cowboys. I mean, how they ride or catch bulls and that aspect of the rodeo culture of it stopping and starting. I do, as we all know, the pictures. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Okay, let's look. Okay, as we all know, many of you know that the week before the album dropped, she explained her inspiration for the album, and people were upset at the use of the American flag. I I and how she represents Texas, which I thought was the most bizarre criticism because Texas is where she's from, and she has consistently repped Texas and repped Houston. So why would that not be? I understand the racism aspect of it, um, but I'm still not understanding what the big deal is too. And I understand the whole American flag feeling like should Black Americans carry the American flag? And I get where people are very hesitant about this, but at the same token, Black Americans are what if they're not American? Fill in the blanks for me because I don't understand what should we call them then? What are they? What is their flag? I need to know. And and then we understand where people felt that the American flag was a symbol of racism. And I'm like, wait a second, y'all. If we're going to talk about the American flag being a symbol of racism, let's talk about why that symbol exists. Who has the symbolism? Um, and and I'm not even going to tell you, there's never been a part in my life that I have brandished, carried around the American flag. My uncle died in Vietnam War. I've lived through the 9/11. I've lived through the Obama years, and where we had a massive number of people um, carrying a flag. I've done it, been there, done it, and I still am holding to the conversation. Like I still don't. I no, I'm not going to do it. However, I do not believe that um, Black Americans do not have the right. to carry the flag and embrace the flag because it is just as much their flag as it is everybody else's. But I think what's so fascinating about the album, and she also did this with Renaissance, and she did it with the tour, that you have a very large crowd of people, white folks particularly, who love songs that are actually talking about reparations and that supporting Black businesses and that she is Black and you've mistreated her people, and here we are. And so I think that that's really a fascinating thing. Like Black Parade was in the tour, and even though people really got pretty silent around Black Parade because it's the one song that people aren't necessarily all that familiar with, you had to have listened to The Lion King, The Gift, um, extended version for you to hear that song. So I just think it's kind of funny about this. But all I given said, you can see that, especially in the songs Spaghetti and Alligator Tears, that she is directly speaking to how you country singers, country cultures, CMAs particularly, have taken Black culture, adopted Black culture, kicked us out, made us feel uncomfortable in partaking in country music. And then once we come breaking down these doors, now all of a sudden you have these alligator tears where you're crying and you're upset that the genre is now going to be upended with more than just white folks. I firmly believe that part one, part two, part three, act one, act two, act three of Renaissance is was happening all, completely at the same time. I think we can see how she's floating in and out of genres in Renaissance, even Renaissance 1, Renaissance 2, and I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with Renaissance 3. The fact that the question, and you hear this coming up quite a bit when the Linda Martell show, where she's asking this conversation about like what is genres. And I think that's what Renaissance is actually meaning. That genre is a um, is a makeshift thing. It is a created aspect, whereas music should be music, and genre is coming. Well, who sets the parameters of what genre is, and and how we should be able to not look at genres as divisive things, just like race and putting people in box. And when it comes to music, people have been putting people in boxes. Wait, you do this, so you can't do this. You're Black, so that means you're a Black artist. Why can't you just be an artist? You're white, why can't you just be an artist, not a white artist? So all of these parameters are different things. That being said, some of my favorite songs are there because are favorite for me because I'm really a fan of other things. So like Bodyguard. As soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this is Prince inspired. Like, if you listen to the last Prince albums, and I meant to pull this up, before. I would say, okay, my gosh, Prince has a 10 albums. Okay, like if you listen to Lotus Flower, or if you listen to, my gosh, he's one of the few guys that kept putting out album after album. Or Art Official Age. I'm gonna tell you that Artificial Age was I played that album out. Then you would completely hear The Bodyguard is just completely a Prince song. It is unbelievable. And I love that so much. I will say that the Renaissance, there are certain meanings of the Renaissance Part One that, because I went and I listened to Renaissance Part One and I listened to this again and again. And the open for Renaissance, I Am That Girl, I think it's, let me pull up the minute. I don't want to look at my, yeah, I'm That Girl. If you look at the lyrics of I'm That Girl now in perspective of this, that's what she's talking about. It's like, I'm setting the trend. I am the one. I'm the only one. And of course, it's like, don't even waste your time trying to compete with me. No one else can think like me. And part of this is she's saying I'm twisted. And I do think that we see these three albums that are interlocking each other. And a lot of the meanings of these songs, and especially even energy, uh, seems to be that music should be multi-layered. I the collaborations I didn't see coming. Dolly Parton and her collaborated on Tyrant, the beginning of it. Like she's and the two of them singing together is just unbelievable. I really, really enjoyed it. And then there's that beat drop. And I think it's interesting the intertwining of Linda Martell, the intertwining of Dolly Parton, Linda Martell being a giant amongst Black women in country, but Dolly Parton has always lended herself towards helping Black um, individuals and lending her voice. She's philanthropic to her community, especially the Black community. And then Willie Nelson. So this use of Willie Nelson and Dolly Parton rooted in, especially Willie Nelson kind of rooted in, um, to give it a, rooted in like the introductions. I think it's so great. Um, the foundation of introducing Black artists, like I am in love with Willie Jones's voice on Just for Fun. Like when his voice comes on, it's like, whoa, who's this? And then Post Malone on Levi's jeans. I was like, ugh, I gotta get into shape. Because Levi's jeans, I was like, I love my Levi's. Um, I do think that Desert Eagle is too short for me. I love that. And I was like, girl, you do the same thing with Nile on The Lion King. Too short. I love Riverdance. Riverdance is such a vibe. And the way that it goes from Riverdance, Desert Eagle, Riverdance, and Two Hands to Heaven has the best transitions. I will say though, at this point, Energy, Break My Soul has a phenomenal transition. But Desert Eagle, Riverdance, and Two Hands to Heaven, great transition. My God. I do like Most Wanted. I I've always liked a Miley Cyrus voice, and the Miley Cyrus country voice is exceptionally great to hear, and the two of them together is a great blend. Not better than Dolly Parton, but it is a great blend. I cannot wait to see Riverdance in person. And I do think Yaya in person is going to be amazing. Sweet Honey Bucking is going to be phenomenal in person. But I can totally see how Riverdance could be the nice intro. But anyway, um, let's see. Jolene, this has gotten a lot of talk. I personally think that some people have made comments that this is not about Jay, it's about her mom. I can see that, but I think it could be about both because the words are intertwined with the two. And I could see her, um, Jay, whether, I mean, people are debating if he's still attractive. Yes, he's attractive. I'm not a fan of the hair, but, but, um, the concept that I think my favorite line is like, I've raised that man, I know raised his kids, raised a man and raised his kids, and I know him better than him. And then my favorite too is when she says that um, how you move will depend upon um, what's something similar. I can't think of the top of it right now. But how you move is your favorite is how you move is going to depend on your peace. And I'm real because as a wife, I do think that unless you are done with your relationship, you're going to have this moment. And some of it could be pride. It could be what if you're done, then you're not going to sing this kind of song. And do you think that Becky with the good hair is going to being stop trying to get with Beyonce, Beyonce's husband, Jay-Z? Of course not. So, but Jolene had Jay-Z on the record, hand clapping, had Stevie Wonder on the harmonica. So I have listened to this so loud over and over again to hear this. I do think what's fascinating, I love 16 Characters. I really, really do. Like, it's just a heartfelt song. Protector actually made me cry a little. I do love that her daughter is on this. Blue Ivy was on, has been on a couple of these, but this is the first time that her youngest daughter is on it. And I think it's beautiful. Just the way that the American Requiem opened, it made me feel like America has a problem. And finally, Blackbird. And Blackbird is a remake of the Beatles. And you're having, which is such a great way to honor not just the Beatles, but honor Little Rock, Arkansas, but also putting Black country artists that have been struggling to find their way because of racism to put them on that song. I love how she's now at a point that she can be opening up doors for other folks, right? So she is absolutely opening up windows and doors for other people's folks, for other people to kind of walk through. And I think that is wonderful. Um, and I'm really excited for that. I'm excited that she's able to do that for other people, which is something that not a lot of people are able, to get to that moment and do. So I think this is just a fantastic piece of work um, that bridges a number of genres together, just like Renaissance Part One. Renaissance Part One bridged a number of genres. I really encourage you to watch it or listen to it if you didn't watch the concert. I don't know what these concert tickets are going to be like, but I plan on buying multiple. And I'm thinking of traveling, so I'm trying to work this all out. Traveling to go to a different concert. My goal was to go to Louisiana, but we shall see. I think my goal now would be I would love to see if I can go to Nashville. That would be a cool concert to see. Because I'm curious to see if she's going to bring Dolly Parton out because we all know Dolly Parton will be there in concert. So that'd be cool. I would like to see and hear a Jay-Z rap. I'm sorry. It feels like we got the Beyonce rap album with the Carters. We got a house-ish house R&B album pop with Renaissance. Then we have an African influenced album with Lion King. Now we have a country album, and I think the only one that is left would be rock. Um, so then when she does come out with newer albums later on, it can be just a hodgepodge of moods. Anyway, so maybe Beyonce would be the artist of all genres. There is no genre. Have a good night, y'all.